controversy in Montgomery County over a new state-of-the-art forensic center and the property it was built on. The $13 million project was approved in 2020, but may now come with an additional cost as questions come to light over who the property belongs to. KPRC2's Bill Barajas joins us now live from outside that forensic center. Bill.
Well, this new forensic center was meant to help with a backlog of cases here in Montgomery County. It just opened up last year. You can see it there just behind me. The dispute here is over the property it was built on, and it came up early in the early stages of construction, but some county commissioners say they are just now hearing about the issues.
We talked about that project for almost 4 years sitting right here.
You talked about it.
Wait a minute, we all talked about it.
This forensic center and its purpose is not up for debate. The point of contention here is the property it sits on and communication about its initial plan, said North Conroe Airport Director James Brown during a commissioner's court meeting Tuesday.
I did not know that it was on the airport until they started construction.
The big dispute between the Federal Aviation Agency, TxDOT, and Montgomery County comes down to this.
The FAA believes that that land was owned by the government. Montgomery County's assumption and belief is that we own that land, we lease it to the FAA. Regardless of the ownership of the land, when land that is leased to the FAA is used for a non-aviation purpose, you have to get a release from the FAA to do something different with that property. Montgomery County failed to do that in this case.
Precinct 3 Commissioner James Nowak says because of that, the FAA believes the county has to now buy the just over 7 acres of property it sits on, which was appraised at $1.3 million.
My big concern in all of this is, when did people know that there was an issue, and why wasn't it discussed in open court?
Precinct 2 Commissioner Charlie Riley was responsible for overseeing the project. He says he learned there were problems when they first started construction, but it was too late to halt the project.
My message to taxpayers or to anybody that's concerned about this is we certainly did not do anything deliberately. We did our due diligence by checking the county clerk's office, checking on the property, and there was no restrictions on it that we could find in the county clerk's office. Said we own the 7 acres from Montgomery County. The FAA has a different opinion.
If the county does not own the land, here's what County Attorney B.D. Griffin and Airport Director James Brown says would happen.
I think the other thing to understand is when we talk about the money, it's not a transfer to the FAA or to the feds. You might explain that it goes into
it goes in the airport fund.
The timeline of when and how that money would be allocated is still up for discussion. The FAA and the county trying to find a healthy resolution to this. If that's not possible, the county attorney suggested taking this to a federal judge. We also reached out to the FAA for comment, but did not hear back as of news time. We're live in Montgomery County. Bill Barajas, KPRC 2 News.